Okay, welcome back. What I wanted to do is I wanted to go over Unit 2, Exercise 11 for the Java class. Now, once again, I beg your patience with me because my video editor is still down. So I'm doing this all without an editor. Okay? So I'm going to make some mistakes, and that just can't be helped. All right, so what you want to do in Unit 2, Exercise 11 is here's the Exercise 11 instructions. Download those. And here's the starter code for the Java for Exercise 2, for Unit 2, Exercise 11. Now, some of you will be doing it in the MindTap function here in the class. That's fine. But I'm going to show all the folks that are going to be doing it in JGrasp. So I'm going to minimize this. And I'm going to bring up JGrasp. Okay. So what you want to do is you want to go File, New, Java. File, New, Java. So pick that. And now what we're going to do is we're going to put in, we're going to paste in here our starter code. So I'm going to copy this. Copy. So I copy this from our code here, and I'm going to paste it in here. So there's our starter code. Okay, so you can see we have a scanner class. So that means we're going to be asking for input from the user, right? And here's where we're going to put all our program's code in. Okay, so let's look at our instructions. Our instructions say open up starter code minutes to conversion Java in JGrasp. Using data, write a program that accepts a number of minutes and converts it to both hours and days. For example, 6,000 minutes equals 100 hours, and that equals 6.167 days. Compile your program, fix your bugs, and run it. Fix mistakes until you're satisfied, then submit your program. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. Now, I know if when you're working in the class, what they want you to do is they want you to declare some constants in there, like how many minutes are in an hour or how many hours in a day. But normally in a class like this, we wouldn't just declare it. We would divide something by 60 for the number of minutes in an hour, or, hours in a day, we divide that by 24. And that's what I'm going to do. We're just going to keep it simple here because it should be a simple program. So let's declare some variables. First off, let's get some minutes in here. I'm going to declare it integer, and I'm going to call it minutes. Okay, next I'm going to, so we can have fractions of an hour. So I'm going to make that a double. And I call that hours. We can have fraction of a day. So I'm going to call that double days. So now here, if you're going to be declaring your, if you're going to be declaring, say, a variable called minutes in an hour, you'd make that a double, you'd make that equal 60. And if you were going to do double hours in a day equals 24, you could do that, but I don't have any particular need to declare constants here. Now, if you're working this in the program, they probably want you to do this, but I think we're safe not to do this if you're just doing this in the JGrasp. Okay. So now we're going to go scanner input. So we're going to get input from the user. So we're going to put our scanner here. Input equals new scanner. And of course now we're just going to, in the parentheses here, system in. Okay, end it with a semicolon. All right. So what are we asking the user put in? So I'm going to put out system out print enter minutes. So I want to ask the user to enter minutes here. So I'll put system. I'm going to have print. Let's print to the screen. Need to spell it right, right? Okay. Enter minutes. Now put a double chevron here so the user knows that we're enter it right here in that parentheses. And then put in your semicolon. So now what we're going to do is the user's given us the minutes. So now we're going to use that, what the user's input, as what we have for minutes. So I'm going to put minutes equals input dot next int, capital I for that int. So we have, it's a method, right? So we have we have the ending parenthesis, we have the parentheses there and the semicolon. Okay, so whatever the user puts in there will become the minutes. Okay, so how many hours is that? So I'm going to go hours is minutes. How many minutes are in an hour? 60, right? So minutes divided by 60. See how that works? I just put a semicolon in there. So what are the days? Days is equal to hours divided by how many hours in a day? 24, correct? So put in 24 with a semicolon. So now we just print out a statement here. System out. Print line. So minutes. So we're pulling our variable minutes. And we're going to add to that. So we put our plus sign in there. So now we're going to write to the user minutes is. Oh, I need to put a space before that. Remember, keep on forgetting to put spaces in here. Minutes is space. And then we're going to add hours to that. So plus hours. Or space. Wait, I'm sorry. Hours plus. We got to write this in here. Hours. Put a space before hours, teacher. Or, and space after or, end of parentheses. We're plus days. Plus. We'll put the word in days. Space, Hadley. Days. Period. And the quotation mark and the parentheses and a semicolon. That should do it. So let's test it out. First I'm going to save this. I'm going to save this as what? Minutes conversion. That's fine. I'm going to click save. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click the compile symbol right here, the plus. So does everything compile all right? Yeah, everything went all right. This time I didn't make any mistakes. Yay! You know, if you forget something, a semicolon, it'll tell you. If you spelled something wrong, it'll tell you. So pretty much everything's fine. So let's run it. I'm going to go build, run. So it says enter minute. So I'll put 367. Okay. So I'll put enter. 367 minutes is 6.0 hours or 0.25 days. All right. There you go. That's how it works. and you're all done. So all you would do is you would find, now see over here, it says C users Hadley documents, so it's stored in documents. So I could get this file here, which is minutesconversion.java. I could put this, I could find this in my documents, and I could submit this to the class file. Or I could copy and paste this into some text editor like Notepad or Word or something like that and submit that. Okay? Just copy and paste it. So you go Control A for select everything, right click copy, then put it into a document and submit it. Because you've already run it, you've checked it for errors. You're all done. Bye.